Over this past year, I've been thinking of a list of tools that I think are cool and or that I couldn't live without, and those are the ones I'm going to share today. Everything I'm about to show, I will be sure to put the link in my description of the video on where you can find them. The first tool on my list is the Bourbon blade. This was made by Jason Hibbs, also known as Bourbon Moth, in collaboration with Jonathan Katz-Moses, and this is a chisel, but also a pocket knife at the same time. It's highly durable. It's made to be able to use with a mallet. It's got an awesome belt clip. It can be put in the apron, in the pocket. It's an everyday carry knife. This is a high quality tool and it's available on Jonathan Katz-Moses' website. I'll put a link to it in the description. Next up is my Milwaukee cordless pin nailer, and this thing has been a workhorse the past 2 years. You can see the length of pins that I'm shooting through. The nice thing about pins versus nails is there's no heads to be shown. So once you actually use it, it leaves virtually no spot on top of the wood, so you can easily fill it. I use this thing all the time as a clamp. I have never had it fail. I've never had it jam, and I think that's so impressive. It takes these little batteries. Batteries last forever. This tool goes with me everywhere I go. I love it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. There we go. Installing things around the house, every good handy person needs a stud finder, and I have two choices. First is my Stud Buddy, and it's based on the principle of a really strong magnet. You put it on the wall and it's attracted to the drywall screws, and it shows you exactly where the studs are. No false readings, no batteries needed. The Stud Buddy Plus also includes a handy level for when you're hanging pictures, and this is just a great one to have in the toolbox. Also, the Walabot, which is actually a wall scanner and not just a stud finder, and it actually sees behind drywall and will show you the location of pipes, wires, studs, and more. This is a really handy thing. It works with your phone, and it's basically a wall scanner. So many people are still stuck on the idea of a carpenter's pencil, and let me tell you, I have not used those since I found the Pica Pencil. First time I saw this, I was like, what's the point? But here's the basics of it. It is a mechanical pencil that has a really thick lead. It has a sharpener on the back side of the holder. You can easily make the lead come out by just pushing, and it goes on your apron, in your pocket. I have one of these with me at all time. One of the best things about these is they mark on wet surfaces. There's a red lead, white, and yellow that are available as well, so when you're marking on dark surfaces, this is a must-have tool for anyone who works in the shop regularly. I love the Pica Pencil. I'll no longer use a carpenter's pencil ever again. Next up is the Wingman by Leather by Dragonfly, and this is a little accessory that can add on to your pants pocket belt, or even add onto your apron, and it has a cool clip for holding your tape measure. Got a pocket square. I've got a Pica in here. There's a magnetic front for screws and bits you can just throw on the front, and there's even another slot here for something else. It has a really, really durable belt clip on the back, and it goes really nicely on my apron, which is also made by Leather by Dragonfly. I'll be sure to put the Leather by Dragonfly link on the description. I'm a real big fan of a tool that doesn't need a battery, and although I have some electric angle finders, I find myself grabbing this one a lot. This is the Starrett angle finder, and it has a handy graph that shows you the angle of what the corner is, and also does the half angle for you too. So when you're doing molding, you don't have to do the math of what the half of 47.5 is. It'll just automatically tell you. Very handy. Next up is one of my new favorite drills that I find myself reaching for a lot, and that is the CXS12 by Festool. I love the new sustainer design that has a garage for placing the bits inside of, and you can get to them easily. And also, it comes with a 90-degree attachment, as well as a drill with 2 batteries, and aren't those cute? This drill will do most of everything that you do except for heavy drilling applications. I love this drill. Super powerful, has a really nice light, has electronic clutch. It's a great drill, anyone will love it. Next up is my Paolini pocket rule, which I have a dedicated spot in my apron for because I use it that much. And what's nice about this is, although it has measuring on the sides, a lot of times you don't need to know the measurements. When I'm trying to get a quick guide, I just lock it in and I transfer the measurement over to something else. You can use this as a depth stop adjustment for a router table, saw fence. It has so many uses, I couldn't even list them all, but it is such a handy tool and it's a must-have for any woodworker in the shop. As much as I love my tape measure, whenever I'm out in the field or I'm doing long measurements, I cannot imagine not having my laser distance measurer, and I love it so much. It can do running inches, it can do feet and inches, and it is extremely accurate. I install crown molding to it, just push the button and instantly the measurement comes back. It's laser, it's a green laser, and it's easy to see during the day outside. It's just a great tool. It keeps a running list of the measurements, and this is a must-have item for anyone who measures regularly, especially outside and long distances. Next up is this handy little inflator, and I love, love, love this tool. It runs off my Milwaukee batteries that I already have, and it can work on tractor tires, car tires, bike tires, motorcycle tires. I've used it on everything, and this little thing just keeps on going. Whenever I go on a trip, I put it in my trunk and make sure I have it with me. This inflator is super handy. It also comes with accessories so you could blow up floats and other things. I love this compressor. Next up is a Festool Tool Bag, and what I love about this is it's so customizable. I have this one set up for mainly electrical tasks, and there are inserts that you can customize with, say, a lot of hand tools you want to have in this type versus larger things in this side. They have Velcro on the back, and you just lock them in to the sides so you can customize exactly how you want it. There's a lot of pockets on here, more than I even actually use right now. There's side pockets everywhere. It also has the bottom where it fits into a sustainer like the drill I showed earlier. You can bring this in with the drill attached on the bottom. It's a great bag. It has a nice strong carrying handle. Love it. Anybody who likes tools will like this bag. Next up is my favorite little ladder. It's the little giant Sure Step. And what I love about this ladder is you can climb up either side of it. You don't have a front and a back, because usually when you're trying to climb up somewhere, usually you're on the wrong side of the ladder. This ladder works from either way. Also, when you're carrying things around, you only need one hand to open it up because it has a fabric canvas little holder instead of a hinge one, and it's easy to carry, it's easy to set up. I love this ladder. I have two of them. I have a little scaffolding that goes across. I use them all the time. Anyone who has this ladder will love it. All the links for these tools are in the description. Thanks for watching and happy buying.